Welcome once again, back fans, to another unboxing. And can you tell what the manufacturer is? Prolux. So the good people at Prolux have sent me a brand new product of theirs that has an unusual feature. So it's a vacuum cleaner, but it'll do something that is very rare. I haven't personally seen or used one exactly like this before. So let's take a peek at what's in the box. The label says X8 Elite with EBK250 power head. Right now, some of you are scrambling to go to Prolux's website and see what that is. So let's see, we got 2 more boxes in this box, plus some parts. So that's what comes out of the top. And the hose packed here in the back. This is what makes this special. Yep. If you haven't figured that out already. Ooh, heavy. Get this out of the box. Then we'll get a little more working room here. Okie dokie. Let's do, tell you what, I'm going to put this off to the side. And let's open up this heavier version of the 2 boxes. As usual, it's packed very well. That's important these days. And we have a canister, but not just any canister. Let me see here. I'll flip this around. There, looks like that. This is a backpack vacuum, which is basically a canister with a backpack attachment. I'm trying to be careful here so, something doesn't fall out. Come on forward. Let's see, hopefully this will stand up on its own. I would expect it to. Cool. And let's see, got a manual. Okay, and then that empties out this box. Hey, if you're going to do an unboxing, do an actual unboxing. Show everything that's in the box. So we have a backpack vacuum. And let me show you how it compares to me. So there's other backpack vacuums out there in the market. Back in 2019, I also happened to kind of, review and refurbish one. But this is very small and compact. It's pretty good looking too. See, look how narrow that is, right? It's kind of squatty, because essentially this is literally just like a canister, because it is a canister in backpack form, of course. Let's see. Whee! There you go. Silica gel. The inevitable silica gel. So there's the actual backpack assembly on or attached to the vacuum itself. You got a little cord here. I mean, you call it a pigtail, but in some cases, some people take the idea of a pigtail as just loose wires. But you can go and you can add on any type or length of extension cord that you want to, and here is one. So you can plug that in. Or if this isn't long enough for you, or you end up, say, wearing it out over time, you can go and plug in any other 3-prong grounded extension cord you like. But this is, there, feast your eyes on this. This is great. Nice, looks like it's nice and comfortable, has some decent padding. There, this is going to go around your waist like that. Obviously, this is going to go your chest. But look how slim this is. I mean, this is a great slim unit. It looks like you can, now this is kind of unusual. You can actually wrap the cord around this side, carry that with you. All right, that's a great feature. So let's see, how do we get into the top of this thing? Looks like we have 2 latches. Ooh, metal latches. Metal, real metal latches. Oh yeah, that's definitely metal. Move this over here. Not plastic. So Prolux, I'm going to notice all the little details that I can. So let's see, now this should come off. Okay, so it looks like we have many things in here. So this reminds me of a TriStar compact bag. Little handle here. Kind of a, I guess, a shakeout bag, but it's a, you know, filter bag number 1. Then here is filter bag number 2. Let me expand that a bit so you can see what the real size is. Okay, so here's the size of the bag right here, pretty much fully expanded. So just looking at that, I can see that it's not a really large bag. So if you're going to pick up, I mean, mountains of dirt, you're going to go through a few bags. But you know what I'm going to do with this, right? So hopefully you all know, if you're not new to my channel, that I vacuum a church and I do over 3,000 square feet. I do a couple thousand square feet in sanctuary, which is fairly complex. I've got pews to deal with and, you know, over and under all kinds of things, and small areas, large areas. And then I do a fellowship hall, which I'm going in between all the chairs. So yes, stay tuned for those videos. Now let's see, how do we have the bag attached? Oh, okay, so there's a release mechanism here. See how that goes. Does that go forward or up, or do you just pull it? Oh, okay, all right, so you just, all right. I wasn't sure exactly how the bag would slide out. So it looks like, let me come around here. It looks like what you're going to do to get the bag out is pull this down, because it just clicks in. There, so there's, you know, like step number 1. Then after you get it into this position, you should be able to just slide it up and out of that. It's a bag dock right there. So you've got a nice rubber surround. That's good. That will help with leakage. And maybe we'll test one of these to see how well it filters. But it is a multi-layer HEPA style of bag. So I always recommend that style of bag for all my machines. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you. So, all right, so got a little arrow, goes down, slots in. Yep, put it all the way down, and then click. All right, that takes care of that. You've already seen this. Nice little handle. So there's something else in here too. We have what looks like a HEPA premotor filter. So hopefully you can see that. Now let's see. Wonder how that comes out. See, oh, okay. It's got a little latch, not a big deal. And that comes out, and yep, you've got yourself a high quality HEPA premotor filter. So I think Prolux realizes this is going to be used in a commercial environment, right? At some point. You can use it in a home environment. It's fine. I mean, hey, dirt's dirt, right? But you use things in a commercial environment, sometimes you need extra protection, shall we say. So let's see if I can put this back in the right way. See, does that just push down and click? Yep. Okay, that just pushed down. It pushes down and clicks. It has latches on either side. It's real simple. Then you have, I guess we'll call it an outer bag that will kind of go in there. And it does have, it looks like it's got a seal that it wants to sit around, the entire, so this has this kind of ridge or lip, and this rubber seal, you want to make sure that it sits like this. What you don't want to do is do that, okay? So that wrong, that bad. So you want to put it up here, seat it properly. There, good shape. And then this is going to go in. So you've got the good HEPA filtration, and you've got your latches. 1, 2, click, click. All right, fantastic. And that's how that goes. Looks like you got a nice long cord. I'm not sure what the length of it is. It might say in the manual somewhere. I'm going to guess this is probably something like a 20-foot cord. I haven't measured it yet, so I can't say. But again, you can go and hook up whatever 3-prong cord you choose. You know, put a 50-foot on there if it's a good heavy gauge wire, maybe even a 100-foot if that's what you need. I suspect for home cleaning, this is probably enough for any other kind of small typical rooms, but for large areas, you're probably going to want a 50 or 100-foot. But you have that option, and that's great. So we also have a bunch of extra bags. So let's see, how many other bags are included? So let's count the bags. They give you a bunch. So there's one in here, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they give you 6 bags to start out with. So I don't know if you buy additional pack of bags, it comes in like, say, a box of 6. That's probably my guess. But I don't see, okay, so what you want to order is genuine X8 HEPA bag. So if you go to Prolux's site, you'll see for an elite X8. Yeah, that's what you want to get, the X8 bags. And this looks like to be somewhat of an exclusive bag and bag dock. So just stick with what the manufacturer recommends. Put that off to the side. Now we have the manual. I'm sure this is also available to download online. And it looks like a typical manual. Color pictures, yay! So sometimes manufacturers really kind of cheap out and they put black and white pictures in there. These are actual color pictures, so thumbs up to Prolux for that. That's fantastic. Okay, browse the manual as you see fit. And now we have a hose, and this is an electrified hose, as I mentioned earlier. This is a heavy-duty hose. What they have that on with, I guess, a rubber band. All right. I'll just leave that little rubber band on there for now. So this is it's a nice high-quality hose. So we have a nice swivel end. You better have a swivel end because it's going to have to go in there. So then this is more of a standard type of a hose up to this handle. And you have instead of a vertical forward-backward switch, you have a horizontal left-right switch. Okay, that's great, easy to use. You do have some suction and airflow relief right here if you get into a situation where that needs to be adjusted. You know, you have too much power, so to speak. Nice. Okay, and let's see, how long is that? Well, from the bottom to the very top, it's about 8 feet. So that's what you have to work with. So that should be enough. And of course, you have this little pigtail, power pigtail. If it looks like it fits a rainbow, that's because it does fit a rainbow. All right. Shh, don't tell anybody if it's a rainbow. Just this. Just that. All right, let's see what's in here. So far, we haven't seen anything incredibly exclusive, but we're about to. Any of you use backpack vacuums? Let me know in the comments below. See if I can open this up. Okay, we have a whole bunch of tools. You know, Prolux is so great with tools. Sometimes you buy a vacuum from a manufacturer and you get no tools, or you get just, like a handful, like 2 or 3, something like that. Prolux fills you up with tools. They certainly did with the water-based CTX vacuum that I reviewed a number of months ago. Okay, we have a crevice tool. And see, that's going to have a positive click fit right there. Yep, that's great. I'll start laying the tools out here because there's a lot of them to go over. Tools and brushes. All right, you have a air-powered upholstery tool. I've seen this before. All right, that's very nice. It's very welcome. And in order to work this, you have to move this. It is adjustable nozzle, and it's you have to be kind of forceful with it. So depending on how you want to use this, you may want to click this in a. There you go. In that type of a position, if for some reason that's how you want to use it, or you can click it into the other position. Yeah, it's kind of stiff. Or you can click it down here. This is probably a more traditional position. There you go. Here. That's probably more typical way that you would actually use it on upholstery. I just want to show you that is stiff. Let's see, you have another upholstery tool that is not turbine driven. All right, you've seen this before if you're familiar with rainbows. Ooh, those are very stiff. That's going to be very aggressive. And this should, yes, that'll slide out so you can use it, just like this. Slide that back in. All right, fantastic. Okay, let's keep going. You've got a dusting brush that isn't round. It is oblong, like that. Well, isn't that a cool design? All right, that's great. That's fantastic. We're still going, but wait, there's more. All right, here is a floor brush. Great for hard floors. I've used brushes like this before, and on certain hard floors, they do a great job. There you go. And if you look real close, you can see, now see, they were smart in actually ordering one like this. All right, can you see right here that you have bristles that are, high up here on the sides and the back, but there's this cutout. I'd say, I don't know, maybe it's 1/4 of an inch or so lower to go and try to pick up, like, say, maybe large objects in the front. Here, I'll show you that angle. Here, how about that? So that's great. If you have the bristles and they're all the same height all the way around, you don't have any mitigation for airflow or whatnot, in some cases it's difficult to pick stuff up. So that's great, right? That's a nice design. And let's see, then we have a wand. I'm saving the best for last if you haven't figured it out. Like I said, I saw this and I contacted Prolux and said, I've got to review this. I really do. I've got to try this out. So here we go. Obviously you have electrified wand, right? It's not just a wand, it's an electrified wand. And it should be adjustable. Let's see, how far does that go out? Okay, so it goes, I think that's as far as it goes right there. All right, that's great. You have positive clickage in here when you plug this in. All right, and now for the best part, at least what I think is the best part. Okay, I guess that's probably going to shrink back down, over time. So I just stretched it out here. Now I can move this box because the box is empty. We have an EBK 250 power nozzle. And I'll give you a close-up of what this is. Actually, it is a EBK 250L. There, you can see it right there. What's that, 0.6 amps? Okay, so I guess that would mean like 72 watts. Here's the front. Here's the brush roll in particular. Let's take a closer look at that. So we have some bristles here, some red and blue, and the blue looks to be a bit shorter than the red, and they're medium stiff. They are. They're medium stiff. Let me see if I can make it where you can hear that. Here's the red sound. And then here's the sound of the shorter blue bristles. Yep. So this is going to be fantastic for this backpack vacuum because now we have a way to get an electrified nozzle on here. Oh, let's see, that doesn't, all right, it swivels. Does that, all right, it doesn't lock into an upright position. Nope. Okay, so it's going to be a bit springy. We make some room here amongst the huge amount of accessories they give you. So yeah, this is wonderful right here. So you've got 4 wheels, 2 larger ones in the rear, 2 smaller ones in the front. This power nozzle kind of reminds me of a well-made stick vacuum power nozzle is really what I'm getting at right here. So for huge, deep, thick pile carpets, this probably isn't going to work that well, but it will surface clean. And of course, for bare floors, I mean, or like a surface like this, or concrete or whatnot, this is really what it's going to be designed for. I bet you this also is going to work well on rubberized entryway mats. So that's something we're going to check out certainly when I do my church cleaning videos. Now let's see, in order to get the brush roll out, it's got close and open. So I twist it like that, it clicks, and then I just pull the whole thing out in one piece. Isn't that convenient? Now let's see, does that further come out? Nope. Okay, so that stays on. So you can go and get all the hair off the brush roll. And yeah, so toolless design, which is really kind of what you want. There's just no need to go and grab like, a quarter or something like that, or a screwdriver. Then when you want to go put it back in, there, slides in like that. And then, let's see, Click. Oh, it just went in. Okay, so it didn't make that much of a click when I went and closed it again. There we are, and you should have nice LED lights here, although you can't see them right this very second. This looks like it's really fairly heavy-duty, well-made stuff. This is not super lightweight, thin plastic, and of course, this is metal. So let me just show you the thickness of the neck here, okay, just to prove a point. All right, see that? See how thick that is? Let me turn my flash on here. There. See how thick that is? All right, so that kind of means business. It's not this as thin and as lightweight as you can possibly get. Now, as much as I like this setup, and I really like this setup, there's an additional modification, I guess you could say, or an additional accessory that I found out fits. And let me show you. See if you can figure out what I have in my right hand. Dun 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 dun! An EBK250 monster. Whoa, what a difference. So I happen to notice that you can use a 250 for where a 250 is appropriate, or you could use, gee, I'm just about out of room here. There's just so many pieces you get with this product. It just never ends. Haha. It fits. How about that? So if you have very difficult to clean low pile commercial carpet, medium pile, high pile carpet, whatever, this has height adjustment. Yeah, 5 positions. So you can use this from Prolux. So it actually works with this particular X8 setup. It's really fantastic. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I have got to get this so I can try it with both nozzles. Now, of course, there's a huge difference in weight, in bulk. This is very, very lightweight. So this is going to appeal to a certain type of person who wants something that's really lightweight and easy to use, and a great, fantastic surface cleaner, great for bare floors and certain, low pile carpets. This is going to be a monster who still wants to have the flexibility of a backpack, but maybe they want super heavy duty agitation for medium and high pile carpets or difficult to get dirt. So what a fantastic product to have with this type of capability. All right, so again, this does not come with this particular setup. So all what you get here is what was in the box, including the wand. This is a separate piece. So I'm probably going to get a whole bunch of questions or comments of, do both of these nozzles come with this backpack? You can get this nozzle, but it's a different order, right? It's a different part number. This one just came with the 250. If you want the 360, then actually ask for it. So I can't wait to try this out. Do you know what? How about we measure a couple of things as far as weight goes? Because I'm really interested. How much does this weigh? How much weight on your back does this have? And how much does, the nozzles in the wand weigh? Let me go get something to measure that. Okay, good. So the wand plus the lighter weight 250 weighs, see, I can't even see that. Need to make it where I can see it. A little more than 3.5 pounds. Now the wand is a significant amount of weight because it's a very heavy duty wand. It's not plastic. So this is a little bit more than 3.5 pounds. That's going to feel pretty light, pretty maneuverable. So if I hook up the larger PN, the weight's going to go up, of course. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and I'm at about 7.5 pounds. So that is that's more than double the weight, to be sure. But this is going to clean differently than this will. All right, let's see how much the backpack itself weighs. It's got a bunch of stuff here. You move. All right. Slide over a bit. Let's see, it has a nice little carry handle right here. So let's hook up to that. That ought to be pretty easy. So let's see, the backpack itself. Yep, we got that 3-0'd. Just the backpack itself is a little less than 11 pounds. And I wouldn't imagine that with everything hooked up, it's really going to change the weight a whole lot. I mean, you'll hook the hose in there and it'll probably add a little bit of weight, but of course you're going to be holding stuff, you know, in your arms. And there'll be a little bit of tension from the power cord, you know, kind of pulling at your waist a little bit. So you're still probably going to be a little bit around 11 pounds or so. And that's not bad. So I wonder, let's see, what is this like here? Let me see if I can put this on quickly. Make a little room. I don't want to hit my refrigerator. All right. All right, so it's going to go like this. And then let's see, is that still latched in the back? So I'll release that. My glasses out of the way. Now, obviously, you know, you've got to adjust this so it fits you. And it looks like it has some room for more, shall we say, significantly sized people. You definitely have room there. Okay, so I think this is the first time that I have ever shown myself strapped to a backpack. So there it is. Let's see, I wonder, will that kind of sit on the table? There, I could do that. Sit on my island. So yes, it's a fashion statement. All right, wonderful. So that's what it looks like. Actually strapped up, and I think I'm reasonably well adjusted. I can probably go fiddle with it a little bit. Might have a little twist here and there I could get out, but it feels comfortable, and you know, it feels like it's a backpack, and it's got padding, so it's not bad. You don't have equipment that's poking into your back, so this is all right. You know, it's okay. I mean, obviously, I'll find out a little bit more when I wear it for a couple hours. But there you go. That's it. So, hope it looks good. So now that you've seen the wonderful fashion accessory that I have strapped to my back, how about we go down into the lab and we'll use this 250 nozzle here to go and do some basic pickup tests. Now that we're down in the lab, I want to show you and also have you listen to a few features of this particular machine. So some people might say, how do you turn it on or off? Well, you have this huge heavy-duty rocker switch right here. That's your on and off, easily reachable. And then, of course, you know, you have your power nozzle, which I showed you previously, but if for some reason it gets all, you know, clogged up with hair and you didn't happen to bring scissors with you, it's got this little device right here that you can pull out. It's in there, so it, you know,
you don't want it to fall out. And it's got a little blade in it, so you can use it here in the grooves, and you can, you know, cut the hair out and snap it back in. Make sure you snap it all the way back in, like that, because it would fall out otherwise, and you probably end up vacuuming it up. Okay, so what actually, you know, as a reminder, what actually moves the dirt once it's agitated from your floor? That would be the airflow, the flow of air. So listen to how much airflow this power nozzle has. That is a lot of airflow. I haven't measured it yet. Those tests are forthcoming. And I think the last thing I wanted to show you before we do some pickup is this machine is not a sealed system. So here is, now this is on the back, right? And let's face it, let's be honest, in commercial environments, what do you need a sealed system for? So this is just a piece of foam, nothing special about it, to filter the carbon dust of the exhaust. Because remember, what's inside this X8 Elite is not one, not two, but 3 filters pre the motor, before the motor. So the only thing the motor should ever experience is just clean air going through it. That's it. All right, now let's do some basic pickup tests. Here are 6 normal types of debris. On the right, we have dog food, and then oats and rice. On the left, we have red sand, baking soda, and flour. Going to be using the unit at its maximum airflow and suction capability settings. That's about perfect. That was too easy. So that doesn't work. These particles are too big. So we'll pick those up later. That was easy. That was easy. Yeah, and that was easy as well. All right. There. So that's how you pick up the large particles. So if you look closely, as you've seen in earlier parts of the video, there's no mitigation for large particle inlet right here. This is basically mostly sealed when you put it down to any type of flooring surface. There's no cutouts or anything like that. All right, to close out this video, let's actually do a test. So I am fully backpacked at this point in time. So let's turn this on. Let's try maximum airflow and suction. All right, let me do the adjustment here. So I open up that valve. Can I push it on medium pile carpet? Nope, not really. That's going to be a no-go. Okay, so on my medium pile test carpet, this has too much airflow and or suction. And you know, if you just had this, if you come across a carpet like this, it's not going to work out very well. So how about we go and flip over to the EBK250, and I have it set on position 3. All right, first attempt here. Let's see what this does. Oh, pushes easily. Here we go. That was easy. Yep. It's grabbing my carpet a little bit, but you can push it. That's wonderful. A lot of agitation with this particular nozzle. So kind of what I thought was going to happen did indeed happen. And what you got to remember is to get the right power nozzle for the right type of flooring. So this is going to work well on low pile carpet, and probably extremely low pile carpet. I mean, you hope. And there might be some type of rubberback mats that it could seal a little too well. I mean, we'll find that out here in the coming weeks. But if you want to go and you still want to use this backpack, then go ahead and get this other power nozzle, because it's adjustable for any type of flooring. So thanks for watching. Thanks once again to Prolux for sponsoring this video. Happy vacuuming, and always links in the description.